This is I Can Do Better. And I just want to make a follow-up on my long video about Filth of Hun Showdown 24, where I completely proved Joe wrong. Joe then are baffled. Was it here? But the guy who ran back towards Joe didn't know Joe was there. So how does someone Joe doesn't know where Joe is and instantly dome Joe down? Lol, get real. Okay. I'm fairly certain he says that multiple times. So how come the guy I killed didn't know I was there, but someone Joe couldn't see knew where I was when I got the kill with single silenced Nagant shot. So again, just to show without sound, we don't need it. This here is what happened. There was a bomb explosion, dynamite. Character on the road. Joe shoots and downs this guy here, says it's a Nagant silenced headshot. And he's probably gonna call aimbot. Then there's a character over there, probably the same guy that chased down this character here. And then Joe gets down. As you saw, Joe is confused how someone Joe did not know was there can get him and can magically find him. Get real. So what I did was I picked the map, as you can see here on Twitch, on his video, this one here. This here is just prior to that happening. So this here is where he last pulls up the map. Okay, so he's up there outside of this curve here, before this curve on Split River Mill. So it's up here Joe is. I will try and see precisely if I can figure it out. It's somewhere there. Can I go further back? For him to... Stop doing that.
Oh,
For him to pull up the map again. Okay, so it's somewhere here then. So if we set a marker here, and then try and triangulate where the enemies then are, because it seems like the enemies then are coming from down here and up. Unless I need to make it a little further distance between them, I don't know. I will figure it out. Could also... No, Joe is up here. But he then turns around and sees them coming from down there. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. So, inside paint, we need somewhere in this section here. So I will do this instead. Crop off all the extra unnecessary sections. Close to like that. Because Joe then was somewhere... If we take a larger... What are you usually used to picking a larger size? Doesn't matter then. No, doesn't matter. Joe was somewhere down there. Because if we go forward, then he pulls it up here. This here is then where Joe were. Approximately there. Annoying. Approximately up there. So approximately there. Okay. So that should be somewhere here. Then Joe, going back to his video. Joe then runs up this hill, which should be up this angle. And then here the bomb, the dynamite being triggered. So he turns around to this angle here. That fits. and then looks further back, because we have a compound back there. That would be this section here then. We have the big crossroad. Yeah, we have the big crossroad there. So that fits. We have this section here, which is this section here. That bomb goes off at that fence. That fence should then be this down here, because there is a road there. So that's there. We have bomb there. Let's see if we can... That's on this side here, so it's over here. If we do that in this section, we say approximately here. This here should then be the bomb. Then we have a character running right there. Joe shoots and gets the kill. So that would be similar to saying up here somewhere. Over here somewhere. If not a little further up. Not completely certain about that. Joe then doesn't understand why his enemy from... Sorry about all the colors. From all the way down here. Joe don't understand why this enemy who potentially threw that bomb and was chasing that enemy magically knows where Joe is when Joe then does this section here. Oh, so that's the split. So he actually died. Never mind. So we have the bomb closer to just this section here. We have the enemy Joe killed, which then actually is closer to just simply here. We have the enemy that kills Joe over here. That enemy potentially threw that bomb to get this enemy. Then he knows the position of that enemy, approximate position of that enemy. Joe then decides to rush over here to this location where he then gets killed. And he's like, how did the guy know where I was? How far distance is there? Sorry for the problematic drawing. But how far is this distance here? Joe literally just swapped positions with the enemy's target. Joe came from here. Wrong color. Joe came from down here. The bomb is the blue. The yellow is the enemy of the red. And the yellow is the character that Joe downed. And Joe doesn't understand how this is possible. They were in a gunfight. The red was chasing the yellow, and Joe just happens to retardedly, excuse me, I'm sorry, run into the position where the fleeing enemy was. Oh, there we have the size. Whee! Like, you can see, Joe really doesn't understand how that is possible. How is it possible that I kill someone and swap position with this person, but the person that chased this other guy randomly knew where I was? Dude, it's logic at its finest. You removed this character and you took his position on the map instead. So you became the person Red is chasing down. Like, I don't see how this is impossible to understand. But apparently, for Joe, it should never be able to happen. That was. It should never be able to happen. Get real. Right. Like, Joe, learn the game. And you even saw your enemy was there. Explosion coming up over here. You see an enemy there. You literally see the enemy. You choose to shoot him. And then I'm like, where did that enemy come from? Where? But you then also zoom out and see him there. Where is he? Oh my god. Like, dude, get real. It's the most basic gameplay. You never run into the open. You got the kill. He's running. Even if it was this guy here throwing that nade, you should still fucking be aware of your surroundings. If he threw to kill someone and he got the kill, he would not run away from the position, he would run towards it. If he threw the nade at a meathead, he would run towards it to get the clue. The trait, sorry, not clue, trait. If he threw it at anything like that, he would run back. Sure, he could have thrown it at an armored, at a hive, at hellhounds, whatever it might be. But why waste a dynamite like that? Unless you know you're safe. But you can see here, he never knows. And Joe's like, oh my god, I got the headshot. Yeah, you also got headshotted by a character you already knew were there if you just simply open your eyes. I just wanted to add this because, like, it's impossible for anyone to know where Joe are without Joe magically knowing where everyone are. They're not allowed to kill him without him also knowing where they are. Yeah, finishing with Joe's words. Get real. Get real. We did. Super simple explanation as to why he quote unquote knew where you were. But yeah, nah. People are not allowed to know where Joe are. Ever.